I don't want to go anywhere.
But I hear the firings have begun, Anthony.
Really?
We got some exclusive audio of that going down.
Oh.
Yes. Here's one poor soul trying to save his job.
What you do in Initech is you take the specifications from the customers and you bring them down to the software engineers.
Yes, that's right.
Well, then I just have to ask, why couldn't the customers just take them directly to the software people, huh?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because engineers are not good at dealing with customers.
So you physically take the specs from the customer?
Well, no, my secretary does that, or the fax.
So then you must physically bring them to the software people.
Well, no. Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
What would you say you do here?
Well, look, I already told you. I deal with the goddamn customers so the engineers don't have to. I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?
That is absolutely what goes on behind those closed doors.
There's going to be a lot of those conversations going on in the next couple of days.
Someone's just pretty much crying to keep their job.
Yeah.
But I got people skills.
You ever fight for a job?
No, when I got fired, it was for something that I couldn't defend. It was always bad.
What was that?
Anything from, when I was a kid, just barely scraping money together at a job.
Mm-hmm.
It was always something bad. I was, pilfering or late all the time, habitually late, absent, things like that. Taking extensive lunch breaks, leaving half a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sucked. I was a very bad employee.
You ever fight for a job there, Jimmy?
Believe it or not, I've only been fired once, and I was 5 years sober when it happened.
Ooh.
Laicos lamps. Well, Laicos lighting. They were foreign-based, really high-end lighting. I was doing...
Would you like to buy a lamp?
Yes. Is your room too dark? Can you not read past 6:30 p.m.?
Ted's lamps.
Yes, Ted's lamp service. We come over. We'll plug it right in for you.
What was your job at this lighting company?
I worked for Christoph Silver, which was a very high-end silverware place. We worked in Raritan Center in Edison. And it was a major, the shipping hub. So all the orders came through us and went out through us. And then Christoph moved back to New York City, and Laicos lamps moved right into the warehouse. So I just kind of stayed, and they hired me.
Well, what would you say you did there? What was your job?
I mean, I would put the labels on the boxes and make sure that the tape wasn't coming up. Because, boy, the tape comes off. All of a sudden, you get a lamp lost.
True.
But that truck backed in, and I was right there an hour later at least. Unloading it.
An hour later.
Oh, I was horrendous. And they finally fired me. And I'd never been fired before.
Wow.
I knew I was in trouble, though, because as the shipping order came in, they brought in this Italian guy who spoke Italian and worked his ass off. And he's just kind of here to help you. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Just help. Good. Now I could do less work. Oh, wait a minute. I'm fired?
And I collected unemployment for 2 years and did stand-up.
Say, that's how you got into
my
it.
career.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was the best move that ever could have happened to me.
Very good.
I had
lemonade.
I had a boss once. I was habitually late, just late all the time, and I guess he had it at some point. And he had talked to me so many times about it, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get up. I was very tired, very sleepy, and it was a job I hated. So I could get up for this because I enjoyed doing this, but I hated this job, so I was never on time. And he came in one day and he goes, "Why don't you just punch out and go home?" And I was like, "Oh." Because I'm late? He goes, yeah. I go, okay. And I assumed he just wanted me to go home that day.
You're thinking beach day.
I took it as a day off. Cool, I got a day off. But apparently he never wanted me to come back.
Wasn't that your uncle?
No, he did that too. That seems to be the way I get fired.
You had that happen twice? Because as you're saying this, I'm like, well, Ant's told this story, and it was his uncle that told him not to come to work. Yeah,
it was that, and then it was at True Mechanical. And I was working in the shop there, making ductwork. And he told me, just leave, go home. Oh, day off. Rock. Oh, wait, I'm done, I'm fired. Oops.
Yeah.
Do you know I worked for Krauser's? Like, I was the night guy at
Krauser's?
You know what Krauser's is? It's like, it's a little convenience store. And, it was in the Brunswick Shopping Center in North Brunswick. And, I would close up at like 11 p.m. And we had like a little deli area with meats and stuff where I'd make sandwiches. And I noticed that there were little teeth prints in all of the cheeses and the meats.
Oh, boy.
And little black hash droppings. So apparently the mice had been coming in and eating and dropping little mouse duties. And it was infested. It was covered with mouse bites and mouse duty. So I remember I talked to the district manager. I'm like, I can't sell this. This is gross. And he's like, it's all right. Just fine. You can sell it.
Oh.
He saw the teeth prints and he goes, you can sell it. So he told me just to cut around the teeth prints and throw out the stuff that had been bitten into.
Well, at least he said that.
And I actually took a stand. I was like Norma Ray. I refused to sell the meat with feces in it.
Sure that worked out well for you?
I wound up just quitting, I think. I just didn't want to do it anymore, Gave him my keys. Good story, Jim.
You got to think a little...
I liked it.
Yeah, it's great. 13 episodes should be built around it. The guy who wouldn't sell mouse duty on the cheese.
I think his little mice feet were just stomping around the meat as he's taking bites.
Oh, dragging those giant gonads that they have across the cheese. Ugh.
It was really awful. I was just stealing cigarettes in my stupid light blue Kango. What a dork. What a punchable white nerd. Stupid cracker.